Hi, this is Dave from Woodwork, and I'm making a foldable shelf. This is a knockdown shelf modelled off some campaign furniture. So I'm in the middle of making a video for it. So what's special about this, or unique about it rather, is that there's like 12 hinges in the whole thing. So basically it would be stood up like so, and it folds in on itself, kind of like a flat pack. So the hinges are fitted across the grain rather than with the grain. Typically when you're fitting a hinge, the hinge would fit on the edge, as in a cabinet door or a house door, something like that. So this is a little bit unusual, for me it is anyway. So I just thought I'd show you. It is slightly a bit more tricky. That might just be because I'm used to putting hinges on the edge, like doors and cabinet doors. So I just thought I'd share the process, a few of the things I've picked up. So yeah, here it is. So the hinges that I've got to put in are here and here. So when I'm marking these out, what I've been doing is simply making a line there, a little mark, and a little mark on the other side. Basically that's just showing us where I need to start. So I've already drew a line, a squared line across it, and this is exactly the same as the other side of the shelving that I've already done. So this is important to get these matched up when you're doing anything like this. So as what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my square onto my line, and then I'm just going to put it against, apply some pressure, and then I'm going to draw an outline. So when you're doing this, I've actually sharpened the pencil point very fine, and you do want a very fine line when you're doing this, and that's going to go all the way around. So another thing to take into consideration, if you're doing multiples of these, which I am doing, there's a total of 12 altogether. Not two hinges will be the same, never ever are. They're all slightly different. So when you're marking all of these out, don't use one hinge, use the hinge you intend to use on this. Very important. So I'm going to score a line and make a knife roll. And then I'm going to do a knife roll here. Now I have come across a couple of these and I haven't actually been square, so I haven't been able to use the square. I've actually had to get my bevel out because I've been slightly off square. So that's something you want to take note of when you're doing this. This part's quite similar to how you would do a regular hinge, maybe on a door, something like that. So this is how I would do it, and this is how I do it on the doors and etc. just going to deepen the knife holes at the edges. So when you're coming up to the edge, obviously the grain's running this way, so it is very easy just to tear the grain out this way. So you've really got to kind of watch what you're doing. So when I'm actually coming up to the wall here, is what I like to do is get my chisel in, and I just like to twist it. That releases the fibres. I find that works quite well for myself. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna make an indent, a marking roller of where I put my where I'm going to put my screws, like so. Okay, so I've just realised I've put the hinge on the wrong way. So I've put the hinge on like that on video, so the hinge should have been that way. So luckily for me, I can drill 2 more holes here and it isn't going to interfere, quite luckily. But that's something to know, doing things like this where there's 12 hinges and all going different ways. It's quite easy, well it is for me, to basically screw up. So you know, if you're going to do something like this, remember which way the hinge is going. So I'm using some wax. This is just a tea light, and this just makes the screws going a lot easier. So second time lucky, and there we go.